Hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Rogers Radio Podcast. Thank you for listening today. Today, my guest is Bruce Terrell, a team member. It's been a while since we've had a team member on the podcast. We had Joey recently, but I'm just really excited to have additional team members on and to talk to you, Bruce, because you have a long history here at Rogers and you've had a couple different roles and great accomplishments since being here. So welcome.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to be here. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes. And, you know, your face is all over the place on Rogers Facebook, and you just got some awards and promotions. So I'm excited to talk about that journey and get your perspective on how you've accomplished that and where you want to grow at Rogers. So let's get started.
Absolutely. I'm ready.
Okay. So I first like to ask about your background, because of course we know you since you started here, but I want our listeners to really get to know you and understand your background, where you're from, kind of what led you to Rogers Heating and Cooling. So tell me that story.
All right. Fine. Yeah, great. I was born and raised in Mississippi, grew up in Mississippi, spent most of my life there, and then through Sunshine Mills, traveled back and forth from Halifax, Virginia to back to Mississippi, where I was born and raised at. Grew up in church my whole life, just always been a country boy outside. Spent about 20 years in the dog food industry, approximately, give or take, and was just ready for a career change. So I come to a job interview or open interview, and about 3 or 4 months later, I had the opportunity to come to Rogers and was just ready for a career change and to do something different. And honest to God, I wished I'd have done it 20 years ago. But I don't know if Rogers would have been here then. But I would have,
No.
but wished I'd have got into the HVAC a long time ago, because it's been very rewarding ever since I've gotten into HVAC, and absolutely love what I do now and love working with people. I've always enjoyed being around people and with people and meeting new people, but just this career has really took off in that aspect as far as just opening up and meeting different people and working in the service department and being able to just grow as a person and learning how to set goals and just become better at what I do.
Yeah, and I've seen that. I remember the day you walked in to that open interview. I remember you sitting down there and you're like, I'll just do whatever. Just let me know what I need to do and I'll do it. And you started. Fun fact about Bruce. He started the week the world shut down from COVID.
Yeah.
The week the world shut down, we closed our office, we weren't meeting, we put you in a van, and we're like, get to work, I don't know, see you sometime, soon, hopefully, we don't know what's going on, protect yourself, protect our customers, and you just prospered from that. I remember telling Joey, we were at our house, everything shut down, and I'm like, I feel so bad that we have Bruce that just started, and we're not there for him. No one's there for him. Is he going to last? Is he going to make it? Because we're not there to support him.
It was definitely an interesting transition because of when I started and everything that was going on. So it was definitely different, and it was a battle for a little while, but you know, I had the support that I needed, and it's definitely made a difference in my life for sure. But yeah, it was strange for a little while.
It's like, did I make the right decision? Like,
COVID had just started. You know, you're knocking on people's doors and you don't know what to expect or how to, you know, how far to step back or 6 feet or 12 feet. Or it was definitely interesting for sure, because you know, you go into people's homes that you've never met before in your life, and you know, the whole world is shut down because of a pandemic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a transition for sure.
Yeah, and you have been very successful at Rogers, and just some of the accomplishments that you've had. You've gotten a training award. One year you hit $1 million in sale. So you are $1 million service technician, and you have gotten NATE certifications. You've gone off to training and gotten EPA certifications, and you're constantly learning and growing. And so many customers call in and say, I want Bruce only. And you're just an all-around great person. I'm honored to know you. You're a great team member to your entire team. You were just promoted to install manager here at Rogers. And so you've had a great success story since 2020. And a lot of it comes from hard work. I know that because I see that in you every day. But what do you contribute to your success here? What do you feel like has made you the most successful at Rogers?
Definitely hard work and dedication. And I guess the biggest thing would be just being open to change in your life and being open to growth in your life and being able to learn new things. I was 43 years old when I started here, changing my career completely, 360 degree or 180 degrees change in my direction and my career. Had no idea if I was going to make it or not. Had no idea if I could learn the trade or not. And still learning every day. And that's the key, is just being open to always be able to learn, always be open to never get to the point that you feel like you know everything or can do everything, and just always be open to learn. And when you knock on doors, and especially in the service department, and that's what we're in here, I mean, all we do is provide and do the very best we can to serve our people. And when you knock on a door, just be open to who those people are and be empathetic about their situation, and just go in there with an open mind, and just be a real person. Just be just be genuine.
Yeah, and you are that. And that is very important in the home service industry. And that is what we try to train everyone to be like here. And I contribute that to a lot of the success of Rogers, and you've been a huge help in that. So thank you for that. And like I said, you were just promoted to install manager at the beginning of the year. You started in service. You were going into multiple homes. You were a selling tech. You were very successful in your role as service technician. And then we bring you in one day and say, hey, you want to run the install department? Which is totally different from service. And of course, you accepted, but what has that been like, and what is your goal for the install department?
It's been a transition for sure. It's definitely something different. I mean, I've been in management off and on throughout my career in different positions, but this is a totally different realm since you're in the service world and in the trades with it. So it definitely makes it different. And it's been a pretty wild transition, because there's always something new going on every day. There's always a different something come up to challenge you and to make the day interesting. I do want to say that one thing that's made me as successful as I am is the company that I work for, and them providing me with the opportunity to grow. And they push you to grow here. They push you to be better. They push you to be goal-oriented and know that the possibilities are endless when you really set your mind to it and you really want to work and be better every day than, just be better than you were yesterday. And that's all you can really ask. But that, as far as the transition goes, it's a game changer for sure.
It's different.
It's definitely different, but I'm excited about it. As far as goals go, I just want to have the best install department in the country, and just make those people the best they can be at what they do, and just train them and bring them up to the point that we're the best at what we do because of the people that work for us, and the people want to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And what does it mean to be led by you? What is it like to be led by Bruce Terrell?
That might be a question for somebody else.
Describe yourself as a leader, or your leadership style.
I'm definitely on the laid back side. I always have been, because I've always felt like people want to be treated in a very, I guess people want to be treated like people, and not as an employee, but as a person, and want to be talked to as a person. They don't want to be, they want to be coached in the reality of it. And when something does go wrong, that you're there for them, and that you support them, and you're not there to just, bash them over the head with a baseball bat because they did something wrong, but just to be there for them. And if they call you, answer the phone. Just be the type of person that's going to be there for them and lead them through any situation that they get themselves into, or that the job may pertain. And always have an open mindset. I always know that everybody's situation is different. Every person's Well, every personality is different, and every person and the way they work, the way they learn, the way people learn is different. The way people learn from you is different. You know,
Yes.
everybody's coaching style is different, and everybody's personality is different. So you really have to try to learn the people that you work with and that's under your leadership, and just try to help them grow in the way that they can grow the best.
Yeah, and you're so right. And the install department is very lucky to have you leading them. It's a big department. There are a lot of moving pieces. There are a lot of people, a lot of personalities, and you definitely bring that. You can come to me leadership style, and that's exactly what they need, and you're always there for them. So I think it was a great transition for you, because you went from being there for the customers all the time, and now you're there for the team, and I can feel that, and I know they can. So I think you're a great leader.
I do try.
Yeah.
You know, I had a lot of great customers, and can't thank them enough for being who they were, and choosing us as, you know, to help them in their HVAC and electrical needs. You know, I can't thank them enough, and especially for some of the things that they've said about me. You know, it means a whole lot to me, and that's just the person I try to be every day.
Yeah. And, you know, I know when we were talking to you about this position, we said, we need you, because we can't gain more customers. We can't maintain the customer service that we have without great leaders, and without really showing and teaching our team how to serve the customer. And so when we talked to you, we said, we just need you to bring that customer service that you brought to every customer and every home you went into to your team, and we will be great. And now you have the opportunity to really build a great team, and that's what's going to get us far. So I definitely see it every day. So you mentioned that you wish you had come into the HVAC industry or the trades sooner, and you came in at 42?
43.
43.